Hey, it's Cree, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this Queen of Spiders statement necklace. Now let's go ahead and get started. I'll give you a list of all the things you're going to need. Alright, so here's a list of items you're going to need for this project. It does call for plastic wrap. I did not have that at my house, so I used wax paper, but I definitely would say use plastic wrap because it's going to be really difficult pulling that off of the wax paper. Now I'm going to show you a quick sketch of how I made my stencil, but you can always print one out online. And I also noted the dimensions below of the actual stencil itself, just in case you were wondering. Once your stencil is ready, completely cover that with a sheet of plastic wrap. And then cover all four corners of the plastic wrap with some tape to keep it from budging while you're working on the project. Now using the hot glue gun, I'm just going to be tracing over that stencil. I recommend making your hot glue design a little bit thick because the thinner you make your design, the easier it'll be to fall apart. Since you can't see the thickness of my hot glue design from where the camera's at right now, I'm going to give you a close-up of how it's going to look. So here's how the design is looking so far. Some quick tips. I recommend keeping the hot glue gun on the lowest heat setting so that way the hot glue comes out a little slower, and also don't drink coffee before you make your design. My hands are shaking a little bit, which is why my lines aren't as straight as they could have been. Now I'm going to finish tracing the rest of my stencil, but after you finish that, we're going to go ahead and let it just sit and cool off before we move on to the next step. So the next step is painting. I'm going to paint about 2 to 3 layers over that, but you can do 1 or however many you'd like. Give it about 30 minutes to an hour to dry for every coat that you put over the necklace. So I'm going to go ahead and let this necklace dry, and meanwhile we're going to be working on a necklace that I made before I recorded this project. So here's a previous one I made. I actually think this one came out a little bit better than the other one. What do you guys think? You can also use a pair of scissors to correct any thickness or any mistakes you've made on the design. This next step is optional, but I'm going to go ahead and add this little spider onto our design to make it look like it's pretty much crawling down its web. I got these spider rings from the Dollar Tree back during Halloween time, but you can easily find some of these from eBay. After cutting the ring off of the spider, now I'm going to be getting it ready to hot glue it down. Once that cools off, we're going to put a thin layer of hot glue on top of the spider to make sure that's secured down and it won't fall off. Now I'm going to do some quick touch-ups before I finish the design, and we're going to move on to putting it onto the necklace. I'm recycling this necklace chain from a piece of jewelry that I don't use anymore. To keep the amount of chain even on both sides, I'm folding it in half and clipping it in order to keep it even. I'm actually going to be using 2 pairs of pliers, one small pair and then one large pair. The small pair is going to be just to open the clasps, and then the large pair is going to be used to close it. I just find it easier this way. And now the necklace is done. I made 2 pairs to show you a variation of how they would look. Sorry, I added these extra things at last minute to see how it would look, but I'm leaving this one plain and the other one with the detail just because I like how it looks both ways. Now there are many variations and ways to make this necklace more unique to your personal liking. Like you can add chain and have the spider dangling from the necklace, but just to give you guys some quick ideas. I hope you guys liked this necklace. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.